Hello, Tower and friends and neighbors. My name is Anirudh Deswandikar. I live in Tower 2. And Tushar and I have been discussing the water meter project, and you know how Tower 1 wants to pursue the project but has been getting mixed feedback from Tower 2 in terms of savings and things like that. So I just wanted to spend some time and lay down some benefits that as individual families that we have been getting from the water meter project. When we started the water meter project planning, I was part of the MC, and water saving was really not high on our list of priorities. And so it was, our core priorities were one was fair billing, making sure that people are paying based on consumption, and people living in a four-bedroom apartment, people living in two-bedroom apartments, paying different. This not quite this in line with their consumption, and things like that. It was not fair, and so individual benefits. And so, from that perspective, there are really two key benefits I can talk about. One is fair billing. And so before the water meter project, my quarterly water bill used to be about 15,000 rupees. I live in a four-bedroom apartment. And so 15,000 rupees is quite high, 5,000 rupees a month for water. But I thought maybe, we are a four-member family. Sometimes my parents live with me, sometimes my wife's parents live with me. And so maybe I thought, we're probably close to that if we have to go by consumption. So I didn't really bother too much. But my neighbor, for example, they are a three-member family. It's just parents and one child living in a four-bedroom apartment, and clearly paying the same amount as I am. And it's not fair that their consumption might actually be very low, but they still have to pay such a high amount. So as soon as we implemented the water meter project and I got my first bill, it was 9,000 rupees. And that's, from 15,000 to 9,000 is significant saving. And I thought, I was felt very happy that, we are not really consuming that much. And so that was the first thing we observed. And, overall, from a pattern perspective, also, first thing we saw was that some of the households, their bills increased, some of the households their bills decreased. There was an initial uproar about that also, with people coming up and complaining that their bills have gone higher, but it was a very clear argument to win, right? Because, well, here's your reading, this is what you pay. If you want to pay less, then you just basically try and save more water. So it was an easy argument to win. And so it was that was the first thing we achieved. And I think individually I can tell you that it's a huge benefit that we got from a fair billing perspective. The second one is the ability to save water. People who actually want to save water, even if they're like some 20% of residents who do that, they will not be able to save water if they don't know how much they're consuming. Anything that you do to save water in the previous system of billing would be a shot in the dark in terms of saying, hey, maybe I saved some water today, but I don't know how much, right? And so as soon as we got our first bill, I saw that my monthly consumption, or my daily consumption, was close to about 700 to 800 liters of water, which is from a WHO standard perspective. WHO says a family of four should consume about 500 liters of water per day. So I'm clearly 300 to 400 liters more than the WHO standards. And so I thought, we started monitoring individual bathroom consumptions. I started taking these what I call as 90-second baths, which I feel are just enough, and my bath water consumption came down from anywhere from 30 to 40 liters to down to 15 liters. We started monitoring our washing machine consumption. We started making sure our maid doesn't, turn the tap to the full flow all the time and things like that. And so these small savings started, very slowly adding up. And today I can proudly say that my daily consumption is about 460 to 480 liters of water, and my quarterly bill has come down to 6,000 rupees. So from 15,000 rupees down to 6,000 rupees, is clearly a huge ROI on the rentals that I'm paying for these meters, which is close to about 1,080 per month or something. Um, and I probably must have recovered the money in a couple of months. So those are the two real good reasons to go for this project. And just the ability that, to give individuals the ability to save water and do fair billing. So all the best with your project. If you have any questions, please ask. If you can send it to Tushar, maybe I'm more than happy to make another video for you if you want. And all the best with your water meter project. And thanks for listening.